Hello, I'm Chef Aaron Roth, the founder, owner, and executive chef of Mrs. Joe's Petite Eats here in Tyson's Corner, Virginia. And today I'm going to teach you how to make lemon blueberry bread. First thing, before we even get started, you should go ahead and melt your butter because you need to make sure it's cool before you pour it in with the eggs. You don't want scrambled eggs in your lemon blueberry bread. Also, too, this recipe also calls for 2 lemons. I've already zested and juiced 1 lemon, but I wanted to show you something that I see happen a lot when people incorrectly zest the lemon or any citrus fruit, and also when they juice it incorrectly. The first thing you want to do is get your lemon and you want to roll it. So you want to make sure it's rolled real well. Then I go ahead and cut off the tips. Now, as far as zesting, I use this. I use this to zest my fruit. Also used it to to zest nutmeg as well. So I get the whole nutmeg and I do it like that. So the first thing you don't want to do not do the seesawing motion, because what you do, you get more pith than you need. As you can see, I've already zested the top part. That is as light as you want to go. All I do is hold it in this hand. I just go around. You just go around. Then I find a spot and I go up and I sort of do it in sections. And you want to have a firm but steady hand. You don't want to go too hard. And you just go around. You can see I'm probably turning, but what I'm doing, I'm turning the lemon the opposite way that I'm turning the zester. Not this. We don't do this. We do it this way. This is how you zest a lemon. Anytime you have a recipe that calls for a lemon or an orange or whatever, you want to zest before you juice. It's hard to zest after you've juiced it. And then at this point, I'm just going to place it into my melted butter. Now, I'm getting ready to juice. I want to cut the lemon in half. And this is a juicer I like. I just like how it works. But what I do, I cut the lemon crossways, the half, because people put it in this way. This is the wrong way. You don't want to do it that way. You want to turn it this way. That's why you have the ridges. This is how you do it. You put it over the device that you're going to juice it in, and you just squeeze. And you see how much more comes out? And the seeds stay in as well. This is how you juice it. That's 1 half. Again, the lemon, you slice it down crossways, place it in the juicer, sort of like upside down, and you zest. You juice. And that's it. I wanted to ensure, let's not do that. So just put it back in here and get it all out. So I just wanted to ensure that you know how to correctly juice and zest a lemon. Make sure. Next, we have 1½ cups of all-purpose flour. I've already put in the salt and the baking powder, so I'm just whisking to make sure all the ingredients are thoroughly mixed. Next, I have my sugar and butter. We'll go ahead and pour the sugar into my mixing bowl. Then I'm going to go ahead and pour in the lemon juice, the melted butter, and the lemon zest. Again, do not pour hot butter into the mixture because you will cook your eggs. Next, I'm going to add my eggs. 2 eggs. I'm going to pour this in as well. Then I'm just going to mix until it all comes together. All right, now that's thoroughly mixed. Looks really well. You want to make sure it's thoroughly mixed. Also, too, when you're dealing with any type of bread that has fresh fruit in it, you want to coat the fruit in flour. No more like a tablespoon of flour, because that keeps the fruit from floating to the bottomized base, so it'll stay evenly dispersed throughout the bread. So that's what you want to do. I've already added my my flour to the mixture, and these are frozen blueberries. You can use frozen or fresh blueberries. It does not matter. I've already mixed my dry ingredients. So next, and you want also to make sure your milk is at room temp. Milk and eggs. So I'm going to pour about half of my dry ingredients and a little bit, half of the milk. Just stir. Just mix a little. And then while it's stirring, I'm going to go ahead and pour in the rest of the milk. Then I'm going to pour in the remaining flour. Lower, continually mix. And what I like to do is I like to ensure that I do not overmix. So it might be a little white specks remaining. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and remove the paddle and get all as much as I can off. And then at this point, you want to fold in the fruit. So this is what we are doing. You'll make sure you get all that out. And you fold in so you don't overbeat or overmix the bread. So I've already prepared my loaf pan. I just used some parchment paper and some non-stick oil. At this point, you just want to fold gently. So you want to make sure it's mixed, but not too. And you want some streaks. So some streaks are fine. Then all you do, make sure you get the bottom. You just pour it into the container. And that's it. So we place it in the oven and we bake. Then once we finish baking, we'll take it out, let it cool in the pan for about 10 minutes. Then we'll pop it out and then pour on the drizzle. Hi, welcome back. Now we have taken the lemon blueberry loaf pan out the oven. We let it cool for about 10 minutes. I inverted it onto the serving tray so we can make our glaze. So we're doing a lemon butter glaze with powdered sugar. So I've already melted my butter, and I went ahead and added the lemon zest because, as I mentioned in an earlier video, you always zest the lemon before you juice. So we're going to go ahead and juice this. Make sure we get every last bit out. We don't want to leave anything on the table. There we go. Alright, so I went ahead and added my melted butter, my juice from one lemon, the zest from one lemon, and now we're going to add our powdered sugar. And all we want to do is stir it until all the lumps are out. And the thing about this lemon glaze, you don't want your traditional thick lemon glaze for like a breakfast loaf. You just want something that's light. So you just want to keep stirring. And I use the whisk to mash any balls of 10X. And just want to stir it until no more lumps remain. You also want to keep stirring so the lemon juice and butter hydrates the 10X so you don't have balls. Alrighty. So stir it, whisk it some more. And that's it. And this is what you get. Like I said, you want something light and refreshing for your breakfast bread loaves. So all I'm going to do now is, you guessed it, pour it. I like to do it like this. Then I come back with a knife and get it over the edges. You can see the color, and that's all natural. No yellow food dyes or anything, just butter and lemon. And you just want to, yeah. And thing about it, all you got to do is get it and, yeah. Any area that needs it, all you got to do is just come back and let it run down the sides, and there you have it. A lemon blueberry loaf. You will thank me later. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos from Mrs. Joe's Petite Eats via Chef Aaron Roth. Have a great day.